Today's class we will study what do you mean by stagnation properties, and we are going to derive expressions, is a derivation for a stagnation pressure, for a stagnation density, and we are going to derive an expression for the stagnation temperature. Equations we are going to derive. Now let us study what are these stagnation properties. You can see here, this is a body is immersed in a fluid. The shaded part is the body is immersed in a fluid, and this is the fluid flow. The fluid is flowing in a streamline. You can write here, when a fluid is flowing past an immersed body, and at a point on the body, if the resultant velocity becomes zero, the values of pressure, temperature and density at that point are called as the stagnation properties, and the point is called as the stagnation point. See here, this is the fluid flow and this is the body. The fluid is flowing past an immersed body. So this is the fluid which is flowing. This is, let me consider this as point 1. The fluid, when it comes in contact with this solid body, already we know the nature of the fluid. And the fluid, when it comes in contact with the solid body, the first layer of the fluid particle, when it touches the solid surface, its velocity, it sticks to the solid surface. There is no slippage of the fluid particles. It sticks to the solid surface, where the velocity u becomes 0. That means the velocity of the fluid, first layer of the fluid layer particle, its velocity will be 0, because this is the nature of the fluid. When it comes in contact with the solid surface, the first layer of the fluid particle, it sticks to the solid surface, there its velocity will be 0. And this point, when we are going to measure the pressure, temperature and density at this point, these are called as the stagnation properties, and this point is called as the stagnation point, which is indicated by S here, point 2, because the fluid is flowing like this way, and here the resultant velocity, it becomes 0, and another fluid, it is flowing past like this way. See here, another fluid which is in contact with this also, here its velocity will be 0 only. But initially when it comes here, first it comes in contact with this point only, where resultant velocity is 0, and this is called as the stagnation point, where the properties like pressure, temperature and density are measured at this point. Those are called as stagnation pressure, stagnation temperature and stagnation density. So which are indicated by PS indicates stagnation pressure, rho S indicates stagnation density, TS indicates stagnation temperature. So now we will derive the expression. So consider a compressible fluid flowing past an immersed body under frictionless adiabatic conditions. So let us consider 2 points, 1 and 2, point 1 and point 2 on this streamline. So let me indicate, let P1 be the pressure of the compressible fluid at point 1, where V1 is the velocity of the fluid at point 1, and where rho 1 is the density of the fluid at point 1 here. Similarly, let P2, V2 and rho 2, that is pressure, velocity and density of the fluid, are the corresponding values at point. So now let us apply the Bernoulli's equation for this adiabatic flow at point 1 and point 2. We will apply the Bernoulli's equation for adiabatic process, that is in between points 1 and 2. So in the previous classes, Bernoulli's equation for adiabatic process, we have written the equation. It is K divided by K minus 1, V1 by rho 1g plus V1 square divided by 2g plus Z1 equals to K divided by K minus 1, P2 divided by rho 2g plus V2 square divided by 2g plus Z2. So let me call this equation as equation 1. So now as Z1 is equals to Z2, because it is a straight line and it is a horizontal also, so where both are at the same levels, and let me cancel both the Z terms on the left side equation and on the right side equation. So my equation remains in this form now. I have cancelled only Z1 and Z2 terms on both the sides. So cancelling 1 divided by G on both the sides. It means if I divide the whole equation by G term, or cancelling 1 divided by G on both sides, I am going to get the expression in this form: K divided by K minus 1, P1 divided by rho 1 plus V1 square divided by 2 equals to K divided by K minus 1, P2 divided by rho 2 plus V2 square divided by 2, because we have cancelled 1 divided by G on both the sides. Where point 2, it is the stagnation point, where velocity becomes 0. Pressure and density at that stagnation point will be denoted by PS. PS indicates stagnation pressure, where rho s indicates stagnation density. So at point 2, velocity V2 will be equals to 0, where P2 is represented by PS, where density at point 2 it is replaced by rho s, because point 2 is the stagnation point. At stagnation point, we are going to denote this density as stagnation density. Pressure, we are going to denote it by stagnation pressure. For that purpose, P2 is replaced by PS, O2 is replaced by rho s. Now we will substitute these values in this equation. So now K divided by K minus 1, P1 divided by rho 1 plus V1 square divided by 2 plus K divided by K minus 1, where P2 is replaced by PS, rho 2 is replaced by rho s plus V2 square divided by 2. V2 is only 0, this entire term becomes 0 in this equation. So now I will take this PS divided by rho s term to left hand side, V1 square divided by 2 to the right hand side equation. So now I'll write the equation: K divided by K minus 1, in the bracket I have written P1 divided by rho 1 minus PS divided by rho s, because K divided by K minus 1 is common for this equation also, directly I have taken K divided by K minus 1 as common. In the bracket I have written P1 divided by rho 1 minus PS divided by rho s, that will be equals to minus V1 square divided by. Now here P1 divided by rho 1 I will take common. I want to alter the equation. K divided by K minus 1, this equation I have written as it is. P1 divided by rho 1 term I have taken common. So if I take common, this will be 1 as it is, minus PS divided by rho s into rho 1 divided by P1. My equation remains as it is. PS by rho s into rho 1 divided by P1. It means if I will simplify this equation, this and P1 gets cancels, rho 1 gets cancels, my equation remains in this form only. But I have altered the equation in this form. So again I will write the same equation here. K divided by K minus 1, P1 divided by rho 1, that is 1 minus PS divided by P1. PS divided by P1, I have written the equation in this form: PS divided by P1, where rho 1 divided by rho s is equals to minus V1 square divided by 2. Here I have not written here, is equals to minus V1 square divided by 2. Let me call this equation as equation. Same equation he has written in this form: PS P1, here T has taken here, shifted here, PS divided by P1 into rho 1 divided by rho s is equals to minus V1 square divided by 2. Let me call this equation as equation. So if we want to write for section 1 and section 2, who will write this equation? P1 divided by rho 1 to the power k equals to PS divided by rho s to the power k. Or I can write this equation in this form also: P1 divided by PS, that will be equals to rho 1 to the power k divided by rho s to the power k. Or I can write this equation in this form also, in the rho 1 divided by rho s form also. So how we can write this equation? Rho 1 divided by rho s, that will be equals to P1 divided by PS to the power 1 divided by k. With this equation I have written in this form, that is rho 1 divided by rho s will be equals to P1 divided by PS to the power 1 divided by k. We can write this equation in this form. Now I will substitute this rho 1 by rho s value in this equation. So k divided by k minus 1 as it is, p1 divided by rho 1 as it is in the bracket 1 minus ps divided by p1, whereas rho 1 divided by rho s, it is replaced by p1 divided by ps to the power 1 divided by here, that is rho 1 divided by here, see here, rho 1 divided by rho s, it is replaced by p1 divided by ps to the power 1 divided by k equals to minus v1 square divided by 2 as it is. So here the equation I have written same here, k divided by k minus 1 p1 minus p1 divided by rho 1 in the bracket 1 minus ps divided by p1. Instead of writing rho 1 p1 divided by ps, I have written this equation in this form, ps divided by p1 in the power, this will be minus 1 divided by, because I have written shifted this term to the numerator, and from numerator I have shifted this term to the numerator, so there will be a change of sign here. This is minus 1 divided by k equals to minus v1 square divided by 2 as it is. Equation. Now same equation again I will write here, k divided by k minus 1 p1 divided by rho 1 1 I will write as it is minus, so both here ps divided by p1, so single term I have written, so I have added both the powers here, ps divided by p1 the power 1 minus 1 divided by k, because instead of ps divided by p1 is nothing but to the power 1 it will be there, so I have written equation in this form, to the I have added the powers 1 minus 1 divided by k equals to minus v1 square divided by 2 as it is. So now here this term in the bracket, whatever the terms are there, this term I have kept as it is, and this entire term I have shifted to this side. So I have written here 1 minus ps divided by p1 the power, here LCM will be k, that will be k minus 1, k minus 1 divided by k equals to minus v1 square divided by 2. If I will shift this entire term to this side, then this will be k minus 1 divided by k into rho 1 divided by p1, because if I want to take this equation separately, this equation will be equals to this equation divided by this equation, then definitely this will be the terms, that is k minus 1 divided by k into rho 1 divided by p1. Now I will shift all these terms to this side. Now 1 plus v1 square divided by 2 k minus k1 divided by k into rho 1 divided by p1 equals to ps divided by p1 to the power k minus 1 divided by, I have shifted this term to this side and I have taken this term to the right hand side, so this minus becomes plus, here also this minus becomes plus here. Let me call this equation as equation 3. So now already we know this, for adiabatic process also the velocity of the sound is given by the equation c is equals to root of k into r into t. Already we have used this derived also, and we have solved the problems based on this equation, where c is equals to root of k into rt, where k I have kept as it is, where rt is replaced by p divided by rho. This also in the equation of state we have proved it, where p divided by rho is equals to r into t. Therefore r into t is replaced by pressure divided by density. So for the point 1, if we want to write the equations, this is constant c1, where c is replaced by c1 is equals to root of k p1 divided by rho 1. Let me square this equation, because I want to remove the square root sign. So this will be c1 square, and this term will be, if I'll square this term, root will go k into p1 divided by rho 1 term will remain as it is. So now this k into p1 divided by rho 1, see here, k into p1 divided by rho 1, I can write here it is rho 1 divided by k into p1. See here rho 1, here it is k into p1 divided by rho 1, but in the equation it is rho 1 divided by k into p1, so I can replace this rho 1 divided by k into p1 by 1 divided by c1 square, reciprocal of this, equation. I have written the equation as it is, 1 plus v1 square divided by 2 k minus 1 I have written as it is. So this rho 1 divided by k into p1, it is replaced by this equation. It is 1 divided by c1 square into ps divided by p1 to the power k minus 1 divided by k, as it is equation here once again. So here it is 1 divided by c1 square ps divided by p1 k minus 1 divided by k. Up to this we have already put it here. So now 1 plus v1 square divided by 2 into c1 square k minus 1. This equation I have written in this form. Nothing we have done here. ps divided by p1 k minus 1 divided by k, where v divided by c is nothing but Mach number. V divided by c is nothing but Mach number. But here it is v1 square divided by c1 square. So let me write here 1 plus m1 square, because m is nothing but Mach number. m1 square divided by 2 as it is in the bracket k minus 1 equals to ps divided by p1 to the power k minus 1 divided by k. So now I will take this ps divided by p1 term separately, and I will shift this power to this side. That is ps divided by p1 will be equals to 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 into m1 square to the power k divided by k minus 1. So if I want to write the expression in this form, so there will be a reciprocal of this power. The equation becomes k divided by k minus 1. Therefore ps is equals to, because I want to derive the expression for stagnation pressure, therefore ps is equals to p1 the bracket 1 plus ps is equals to p1. I have multiplied p1 with this equation. I have multiplied it. This is equal to p1 in the bracket 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 m1 square to the power k divided by k minus 1. This is the final expression for stagnation pressure. So this is a very important derivation. In the previous year question papers also this derivation has been asked, and we should remember this formula, so it will be very helpful for solving the problem. So directly we can calculate the stagnation pressure. P1 divided by ps to the power 1 divided by k. The same equation I will write in this form: rho s divided by rho 1, that will be equals to ps divided by p1 to the power 1 divided by k. So therefore rho s is equals to rho 1 ps divided by p1 to the power 1 divided by k. So therefore rho s is equals to rho 1, whereas ps divided by p1 is replaced by this equation. Already in the previously we have written this. ps divided by p1 is equals to 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 into m1 square to the power k divided by k minus 1 to the power 1 divided by k, as it is. So here again this k gets cancels. For rho s, that is stagnation density, will be equals to rho 1 in the bracket 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 m1 square to the power 1 divided by k minus 1. This is my final expression for the stagnation density. The last one, we will derive the expression for stagnation temperature, that is Ts. But we know this pressure divided by density is equals to R into T, where Ps divided by rho s is equals to R into T. Therefore Ts, it is Rs into Ts here, this equation. Therefore Ts is equals to Ps divided by rho s into 1 divided by Rs. Same equation with this equation only. Here I should write here Rs and Ts. We have not written here. So therefore stagnation temperature will be equals to Ts divided by rho s into Rs. Therefore ds is equals to 1 divided by Rs, that is gas constant. It will be same R only for stagnation point also. 1 divided by R. Ps, I have substituted the value of Ps. Ps is equals to P1 in the bracket 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 m1 square to the power k divided by k minus 1. I have substituted the value of Ps from the previous equations. Here also I have substituted the value of stagnation density. That is stagnation density is equals to rho 1 the bracket 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2 m1 square to the power 1 divided by k minus 1. So here also the equation is same. Here also the equation is same. So I can take this equation to the numerator side. So I will write this stagnation temperature will be equal to 1 divided by R. So this P1 divided by rho 1 into 1 plus K minus 1 divided by 2 into M1 square to the power K divided by K minus 1 minus of 1 divided by K minus 1. So LCM will be K minus 1 only. In the numerator also I will get K minus 1, K minus 1, K minus 1 gets cancels. So my final expression will be stagnation temperature will be equals to P1 divided by rho 1 into R in the bracket 1 plus K minus 1 divided by 2 into M1 square. So therefore Ts is equals to this P1 divided by rho 1 into R, it is replaced by temperature T1. I have shown here. T1 divided by rho 1 is equals to R into T1. So therefore T1 will be equals to P1 divided by rho 1 into R. So this P1 divided by rho 1 into R, it is replaced by temperature at point 1. Ts is equal to P1 in the bracket 1 plus K minus 1 divided by 2 into M1 square. So this is my final expression for the stagnation temperature. This completes the theory part of this compressible flow. In the next class, we will solve some problems.